Ladies and gentlemen, I'm having a moment, and I'm going to share that moment with you. I'm going to have a drink. I'm going to finish off my energy drink here, and I am going to share that moment with you. And I am having this drink because, on the one hand, these things are deadly. I think they're pretty dangerous. I've never had any ill effects from them, but their profile is large, so I don't want to drink a whole one. I just filmed my review for this particular energy drink, so I am going to use this 5.3 alcohol by volume Truly to oh, look at that. These are both watermelon flavored. Anyway, so I have a outstanding stock of outdated drinks of this nature, so I am trying to use them up, which is why I drink in these videos. And I mean, I just had one of those depression moments, which is why, it's very late at night. However, I did just kind of wake up. And, I'm here making this video because I just woke up and I wanted to talk about this moment in my life, which was depression fueled. I mean, yesterday, I think I slept for 12 hours again. And, yesterday I had things to do. I didn't get them done. I was kind of awake. I was kind of asleep. And I just sat there being depressed. And my cats would come and sit on my stomach as I slept to try to wake me up. But I mean, this is that concept of depression when you wake up and you have this feeling of, oh no, I've wasted another day of my life. These products together do improve each other, by the way. I mean, I have nowhere to want to be for at least the next 12 hours, so it's fine for me to drink, take a nap, and then, have sobered up. The body produces, or the body metabolizes one drink per hour. So my body probably even more because I'm so large. So, if you're not drunk, you don't want to drink. I mean, I generally give it a minimum of 4 hours between drinking and driving, depending on how much alcohol I have consumed. But if you've had one drink, 4 hours later, you should be sober. That's just one of those things. I have that as a basic rule. I mean, I'm trying to use this stuff up, but I make these videos so that I don't drink too much at one time, because I could just sit there, pop these things in the refrigerator, have them all cold, and just drink down the lot of them. Anyway, so this depression moment. Let me of course remind you that for every 1,000 subscribers I get, I do purchase one of these bracelets from 4Ocean. 4Ocean pulls a pound of trash out of the ocean every time I do that. If you'd be so kind as to comment, like, and subscribe, you'd be doing your part for a better world. Now, again, this depression moment was particularly bad because I didn't get something done yesterday that I normally do. It's, I film these particular videos every day for the day. I know I should film, like the next 5 days in advance or something, but I don't do that because I'm depressed. Depression is a bear. And you got to wrestle with that bear every day. And it's like, yes, I am taking my medication, and part of it is that, I went to a doctor, and the doctor was like, you're not depressed, you're stressed out, and I can't help you with that. Which leads me to ask the question, so what is the point of a doctor if I have a mental problem and you can't help me? that's your job, is to help people with mental problems, and stress is a mental problem. It's entirely possible that I've never been depressed but just stressed out, and that stress is what's causing me to feel this way. That's one of those things about depression. And one of the reasons mental health has been declining so greatly in America is that I think a lot of us are stressed out. And particularly people that have difficulty getting health care are stressed out because they're having difficulty getting health care. And if they're having difficulty getting health care, they're probably having difficulty getting health care because they're having financial problems. And if they're having difficulty with financial problems, they're going to be stressed out. I mean, it's one of those things. Over the last few years, I keep finding myself unemployed. And, it's one of those things that I go, well, unemployment is really not enough to live off. But getting another job, I mean, they only seem to last so long. And that job isn't going to be a lot of money anyway. So it's not better than being unemployed. I can reduce my spending considerably when I'm unemployed, but when I'm employed, my expenditures generally rise dramatically. So I mean, it's a damned if you do, damned if you don't situation. Obviously getting a job is inevitable, but one of the things that tends to happen when I'm unemployed is my health gets better. I lose weight. It's just one of those things. It's always a question that we should be asking ourselves: are the symptoms of society somehow related to society's ills? Autism is becoming a much larger thing nowadays. And people say, well, one reason that could be is a lot of people are having children later in life. And the later in life you have children, the more likely you are to have a child with autism. Okay. But it also could be that a stressed out parent is placing some of that stress on the child, and the fact that we as human beings are not as adapted to this stressful environment could mean that we need to find a way to adapt to this environment. Maybe autism is an adaptation, Maybe in the past having an autistic around was a good thing, helicopter. Maybe they provided some kind of evolutionary advantage to a tribe. It's like depression. Depression is not a good thing in modern society, but back in the day, you got depressed, and being depressed meant that your body burnt less calories and went into calorie save mode. So you ate everything in sight to gain calories to survive. And when you were depressed, high calorie food was likely in short supply. So you had to eat more of whatever was available. I mean, it's one of those things. I remember somebody asked the question to a science program I follow, why can't we eat grass? And the answer is, what do you mean, why can't we eat grass? We can eat grass. There's not a lot of nutrition in it, but we can do it. In fact, the grain we eat is closely related to grass. So we eat grass all the time. So, if you were starving, you could go out there and grab a handful of your lawn and chomp it down. It's not going to sustain you if you're starving, but it is edible. It will not kill you. In fact, there are all kinds of plants that grow in my yard that I know I can eat. There are during the right time of the year, wild fields of what could be eaten as salad all over the place, But the question is, do you find that plant palatable? Do you enjoy eating it? And will it sustain you? Salad is very hard. Leaves are very hard to sustain the body off of. They don't offer a lot of nutrients, but we eat them for other reasons. That's just one of those things. They don't have a lot of calories, but we've cultivated them to be calorific enough to be worth eating, and then they have other health benefits like nutrients, micronutrients. So it's just one of those things. Is that depression was an evolutionary bonus in a simple setting, but in a setting where it's like, okay, I'm depressed because I need to find a job. Depression doesn't help you find a job. It's harder for you to get out there and get yourself nice and clean and, find that job. So here I am. I'm consuming things that should counteract my depression. And that's all you really can do, is try to moderate the condition. I wish I could find answers. I wish I could give answers to all of you, anyone who's watching. But that's just not how the world works. If there were answers, the problem would go away. Anyway, thank you for sharing this moment with me. I'm Richard.
Danger Ducky says, this is your magic moment. A moment for you to do something that is good for the world. You can comment, like, and subscribe, because for every 1,000 subscribers this channel gets, they will buy one of these bracelets I am wearing. Each one of these bracelets I am wearing means that one pound of trash will be removed from the ocean. Cleaning the ocean is an expensive thing to do, and we need your help, so don't be trash. Comment, like, and subscribe, and get trash out of the ocean.